YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Let me start all over. I forgot my name. YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Pablo Nelson here, along with
Media Mogul P, back for another cameo.
That's it. He's back. And you know, we're coming off of the rap list, the top 5 list. And then we're coming off of my man Kid Rafiq's video shoot. Like I said before, we've been dealing in the space of music for a long time. Okay? And you know, this is something that we do. Alright?
Also, I wanna rest in peace, Nip. Happy birthday, Hustle.
That's it.
Just say that.
We shot this on Nipsey Hussle's birthday. It's his birthday today. And, you know, we had the privilege of going to the Marathon store before they actually shut it down. So, you know, hip-hop aficionados here.
Yes, sir.
You know
Happy birthday, Nip. Hold your head. To the whole Nipsey Hussle family, TMC, Marathon. So today, you know, we just wanted to acknowledge passing the Nip, and with all what's going on, I hate to bum rush your YouTube brother, but as far as, you know, we coming off the rap list, like my brother said last week, we had the privilege of being on good friend Kid Rafiq, new single that's coming out shortly. You know, it's only right that we bring the topic back to hip-hop. So we hip-hop aficionados, and I'm back on the cameo. And, brother, I'll let you take it from here. Where you want to go with this conversation?
Well, you know, the big thing, what everybody is still talking about, for one, they're talking about a few things. They're talking about the list, the controversial list, and who wasn't on the list. And another thing that they're talking about is the versus battle. You know what I mean? But before we delve into that, Kid Rafiq, the song is called I Did It, featuring Yada. Make sure you follow him. His info is on my last video. Matter of fact, follow everybody in that video. You know what I mean? I put the Instagrams up there. It was only a 5-minute video. I didn't want to, you know, get too much because that's, you know, his project. He's going to hit you with that. So I just got what I could have, you know, fit. And that, you know, a little bit of time right there. Like my brother said, a teaser. So, you know what? Everybody want to talk the versus battle. We're going to talk the versus battle. Brother, what was your take on versus?
My take was, I got a couple of takes, but the first take that stand out to me is preparation. You know, well, you guys don't know, but my brother surely know, I'm a stickler for preparation and thought in everything that I do in life. So when that comes to my channel, that will be coming soon, you're going to hear a lot of detail on a lot of different subjects. But my brother know I'm a very stickler and very particular about preparation, presentation. I thought the Locks did a tremendous job of being prepared. They definitely presented their songs and their layout with DJ Technician very well. And to me, the DISECT just looked sloppy. They looked all over the place. Bad song selection. Morale for me was low with them from the beginning. Cameron came out and did some songs I thought he could have did better on. Their show was just all over the place. You could tell that they really wasn't together, in my opinion. And the Locks just smoked them. It wasn't even close. And as someone that grew up listening to Diplomats, who got a lot of fine memories back in 02 and 03, those years in my life, you know, when I was really on my grind, my school grind, my college grind, which I like to say, I listened to a lot of DISECT back in those days. A lot of that material got me to pass those big courses that I had. So, I mean, I got some good fine memories of DISECT, buying some of my first early luxury cars. I listened to a lot of DISECT in those cars. So, for me to not have that feeling after watching that versus, that kind of hurt me a little bit to show that they just, this wasn't the DISECT that I remembered. I don't know who showed up last week. So that's my take so far on that. What's your take on that, bro?
Now, what I would like to say is that I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anybody thought that Diplomats would win. You know, we knew the Locks was going to win. Jadakiss is, you know, top 5 dead or alive. And, you know, after watching what we just watched, I think me and my brother both agree.
Yes. The list is going to be revised.
That Jada should have been in that top 5 list. But you know what? We said we was going to do groups, so, you know, the Locks would have did that. But anyway.
Later video. Later video.
Yes, definitely. Like I said, we knew that the Locks would win, but we thought it would have been a closer fight. Diplomats just got annihilated. You know, it was like 100-2. You know, on my scoreboard. You know, I don't know what happened. It happened from the beginning. You see the way the Locks came out as one. You know, they all came out together. They all, you know, they was dressed like they was ready for a street fight. You know, the t-shirts, regular shorts. You know what I mean? Somebody said it wasn't the Locks, it was the Warlocks that showed up.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So it was the Rough Riders. They was hungry like they didn't have a deal. Diplomats, you know, you had to wait 20 minutes for any of them to even hit the stage. And then when they hit the stage, it was just Jewels and Jim. And it was like, where's Cameron? They didn't even come out. They didn't even come out as one. You know what I mean? They didn't even come out together. So that right there lets you know what the night was going to be like. Okay? They didn't even come out in unison. Like my brother said, the song selection was, I don't know who the hell put that playlist together. You know what I mean? My man Tone, shout out to Tone, he could have put together a better playlist for the Diplomats than the Diplomats put out for their damn self.
Yes, sir.
All right? It was a mess.
And also, I'm going to take it back to, as we can see how the night went for the Diplomats. Look at the high that the Locks have been on since then. See, this is why I always go back to being prepared in everything you do. We're all going to keep it real and honest. Prior to this versus, even though we know the Locks is nice, nobody was saying, the Locks wasn't in nobody's lexicon last week on anything. We all know Jadakiss been nice for 20 years. We all know Styles P, Sheek Luch. We all know them, classic songs. But we gotta say, they were not in nobody's lexicon. They really wasn't. But after the verses, where did they show up? Private jet, going to Atlanta. It looks like they're going to be on the new Kanye West album. I've been seeing them on press runs like they're new artists. Streams through the roof. New opportunities. New tour dates. I'm quite sure the bags are just coming in for the Locks. They got a shot in the arm with consumers introducing themselves to a new fan base that I don't even think, quite frankly, they had seen this coming. So that's why I always say, regardless of whatever you're doing, you never know when you're going to catch fire. So be prepared. Now look at the Diplomats on the other hand. This whole week, I don't know how they're feeling, but I know they must feel bad. Look at everything left on the table. You got to leave it all on the floor. And the only way you leave it on the floor is being prepared, consistent, and ready to work. Like my brother said, you looked at the Locks attire from beginning to the end. We watched the stage show, Breath Control, In Shape, back to back, Styles and Jadakiss on a couple songs. Sheek Luch came in there and gave you some of the hottest verses he had. The people didn't, wow, I didn't know Sheek remember that. They ran into different sets. The girls set, the set for the young ladies, the set for those who like their mixtapes, their album cuts. That was just a Lock show. And I, for one, enjoyed it. But as someone who's a fan of both groups, the Diplomats, no question, got annihilated. Like my brother said, Tone could have did a better list.
And you know what? We wasn't even going to speak on this.
No.
You know, I was just going to let it die down. You have a lot of YouTubers talking about what happened at that show. And, you know, I didn't want to elaborate on it at all. But it was just a mess. And everybody's still talking about it. I'm still getting DMs about it. And, you know,
it's still a hot topic.
We just had to touch on it, man. You got to be prepared. You know, the Diplomats was on there talking, what do you got on? What do you... These guys are ripping your head off. And you talking about what they got on. You know, Cameron came out with the beach chair. I don't know what the hell that was about. Because it wasn't a day at the beach. They got their ass kicked. They got their ass kicked.
I mean, my thing is this too, like we just said. The residual effects of this battle. If it had even been close, the Diplomats would have got, you know, I'm quite sure they're still doing what they're doing. But I mean, for this to happen like this, the lack of preparation is the reason why this is still getting talked about. And you do not never want to be on the receiving end of such a horrible showing.
But you know what? One thing as well is that you can't fake chemistry, okay? The Locks was up there like brothers, all right? They brothers. They know when one is getting out of breath. They know when one is tired and need a break, the rest is voice, and the other one step in. You see what I'm saying? And keep the show going until the other one, you know, gather themselves. Diplomats, they didn't show chemistry. They couldn't even come out together. You know what I mean? Everybody thought Cam was going to make this grand entrance, you know, and that's what you expect. You know, these guys are from Harlem, and we know how Harlem guys, you know, portray themselves to be, and they let Harlem down. You know what I mean?
Let's go out there and say it.
So they let Harlem down. Harlem, that was a bad look. That was a bad look for Harlem. You know, and they got a catalog. Like I said, we knew they was going to lose, but we didn't know they was going to lose that bad. These guys could have put on a real good show for hip hop, and they wasn't prepared. Even Jadakiss said, you know, they rapping over you know,
the words.
They rapping over the words and this and that. You know what I mean? And
that's a lack of preparation.
Jadakiss was right. You know what I mean? But you also got to understand, you know, the Diplomats is a couple years younger than the Locks. You know what I mean? So, you know, maybe that's a generational thing. I don't know. You know what I mean? But, you know, hey, the Locks wasn't playing. And I think everybody that watch hip-hop and listen to hip-hop know that the Locks wasn't going to come to play with you.
Exactly. So, I mean, with that being said, that's my take on the battle. Any other further takes, brother, you got to say about it?
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the nail in the coffin. We're going to revise our list, people. We're going to do an updated list for you guys. And hell, we might do another top 5. You know what I mean? I think instead of watching the Diplomats Locks, it would have been more exciting to see State Property versus the Locks. Now, we know that, well, you know, hey, State Property, that's Philadelphia. That's the home team. I can't trash the home team now, but it would have been more exciting to watch.
Yes, sir.
You know, I think we both can agree on that. You know what I mean? It would have been, because the boys from Philly don't play. You know what I mean? The Locks get grimy and gritty, and so do the Philly guys. Philly got a lot of spitters. A lot of spitters come from Philadelphia.
And that's another thing I want to say. Philadelphia have a wealth of talent. No, we're not, obviously nobody's going to trash the home team, but even if I wasn't from Philadelphia, Philadelphia have a wealth of talent. Got some good solid spitters, good solid musicians, good lineage of musicians. So that definitely would have been a better versus battle, I think.
Yeah, because they, you know, the Philly guys, State Property guys, they not coming out.
No.
You know, they wouldn't have been talking about what you're wearing. You know what I mean? Because they would have came out with the Dickies on too. Damn it, it would have been an all-out, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's our take on it, guys. Gave you a little synopsis of it.
I want to say one more thing, brother. Shoot over to that. Like and subscribe.
You see it, and you know what to do. Also, thanks to the new subscribers we done picked up along the way. Thanks to the people that watch the videos. I appreciate you.
One more thing I want to say. I know I said it on previous videos. Please bear with me. My channel is coming soon. Media Mogul P. I'm going to be talking about finances, nutrition, health, wealth, building generational wealth. I'm going to be hitting on a lot of topics that a lot of you guys is going to benefit from, and it's going to help take your life to the next level. I'm going to hit on a lot of those topics. So please, channel coming soon. Please stay tuned. In the meantime, you know what to do. Like or subscribe.
Peace.